for stopping by. I'm making a card, a congratulations on your wedding card for my girlfriend's son. And I found this really cool paper, you know, and I bought this a while ago, like a couple of years ago at Michael's. And my first thing that popped in my head was, oh my gosh, this would be such pretty paper for a wedding card or a wedding layout. For some reason, this one piece was all torn out here, but it's Recollections. And again, I got that at Michael's. So I'm using that as the card base and then one of the layers of the card. The other layer that I'm going to be putting on here is this Coordinations. It's kind of got a shimmer to it, and this is Joanne's product. And then I found this paper. I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to make the envelope out of it because it kind of is matching with all the colors of the card. And it has no name on it. It was in my stash, but we're going to make an envelope with that. I'm also going to be putting some Prima flowers on here. These three here, which is going to coordinate with the colors of the card. And this just says it's Forever Green. I'm not seeing anything specific that I can help you out if you wanted to purchase this. I got this at a scrapbook expo. Alright, so throwing that aside, I'm going to kind of do some cool things here. I'm using this stamp set here, and it's from Recollections. It's a cling stamp. I'm going to ink it up with some archival ink, and we'll do that right now. I'm going to set all this aside. The first thing I want to do, though, I keep saying the first thing, but the one thing I want to do, though, is I want to mask an area off that I can put my congratulations stamp on it. This is Cards TV, congratulations, and I'm doing congratulations on your wedding, and it's going to be right down here. So I want to go ahead and take this stamp out of here because I want to see how much of the mask that I need to use, and it is right here. And I'm just going to kind of lay it down here and get an idea. I want it to go all the way down here. Let's see. I know this kind of is probably weird for me to do it this way, but that's the way it is. So I'm just going to go about right there and leave an equal amount on both sides. And then trim it here, and then I'll know exactly how much space I have for the stamp. Put that right there. And try to get it even because I want it to be all nice and pretty. Okay, so let's go ahead and use this. Just got a piece of scrap paper here. I was kind of playing around with it before I started the video. Okay, this is Heidi Swapp archival ink. And I'm just going to turn it upside down like this and ink it like this. I wanted to kind of test it out before I started the video because I wasn't sure that it was going to work on that paper, but it did just fine. This is actually too big for it to fit in my Misty because I have one of the small ones. This is a 5x7 stamp, and I have the smaller Misty. I'll show you just a second here. Alright, I see a spot right there that's kind of fadey, so I'm going to go back, put a little bit more on there. Now my layer that I'm inking is only like 3 3/4 by 5, I think. So it's not the whole. That's not the whole thing. And there's my little part where I'm masked it. So I'm just going to set that any random place. My brayer that I usually use for stuff like this is in my garage and my crafting stuff that I haven't unpacked yet from my move like last July of 2016. Shows you how much I use it because I haven't missed it yet. So, all right, but this works. I saw Jennifer McGuire do this before, and she did a great job with it as always. So I'm going to use that same technique. That's actually pretty, right? All right, so I'm going to use my tweezers and I'm going to lift this up. Set this aside so I don't stick my finger in it. And I'm going to go ahead and use a wipey to get all the archival ink off, because I don't want that getting on my card that I'm about to make. Okay, so I think that should be okay because it's not coming off anymore. So, crossing my fingers. Okay, so let's remove the mask. And for this part, I can use my Misty because it's small enough. And I do want to use my Misty. I want to stamp it, stamp it, stamp it to make it a really nice, clean stamp. Okay. Put my, whoops, almost upside down. Golly. I just laid it on there. I can use the grid line on the Misty here to make sure that it's all straightened out and even. Gosh, looks pretty good for the first time. All right, archival ink. Again, not pushing too hard, making sure all the letters and everything is stamped up nice. Just give it a good push. I don't know why I'm so worried about it, because I can go and do it all over again if I needed to. Congratulations on your wedding. Okay, good. That layer's done. This one piece of mask is bugging me right there. I'll let it go. Okay, set this aside. I'll clean that stamp off when I'm all done with the video. All right, then I have this beautiful layer. I mentioned it earlier. Coordinations paper. This is the base of the card, and because it was a 12 by 12, you're not going to get the, I'm going to call it the torn or the raggedy ends on all four sides. I'm totally cool with that. I don't have a problem with it. Put my ink right on the edge so it lays down flat, one down the middle for good luck. And this layer is 5 1/4 by 4. And it's still allowing that torn part right there to come out, to show, I mean, not to come out. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and put this layer right on top, like so. It actually did end up stamping very nicely on this paper. I'm very, very happy with it. And I like that the torn edges here and here. Okay, and then we're going to put the flowers on. This is, you know, coordinating with that same color of the coordinations paper from Joann's. I think I'll put it just like that. Look at me, I'm just like, can't even decide. Actually, I'm going to use some foam adhesive. I think it'll hold those flowers better. And it'll also give it some dimension. I'm going to do a double on this one. Make this one pop up a little bit more. To make sure that it's going to fit in the envelope. If I put it over the edge, it won't do that. Okay, and then this is going to be single layer. Put that right smack on the edge, and then a single layer on this one as well. Save that for later. And put that one right there. All right, that is actually all I'm going to do with this card. I'm going to write a real nice thing on the inside, you know, a personal note. But that's my card. Isn't that so unusual? I love this paper. I'm so glad I found it. It's been a while, but you never know. It could be there still. So they have great paper at Michael's. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and have a fantastic day.